not be here on Thursday. I'm going to leave you a video, and Michael's going to help out. It'll be a YouTube thing. I won't tell jokes and like pick on people and say, "Does somebody raise their hand?" and all that stuff. It'll just be a real straight lesson. Michael will be taking part in today's and tomorrow, I guess, to this lesson because this wasn't in last year's course. So he will be a student today, so that means that he gets to raise his hand, and you guys do too. So if he's shouting out the answers, I can still tell him to be quiet. But I'll say be quiet student instead of be quiet teacher. Okay. All right, so the way this goes here, can somebody tell me how to take the derivative of 4x squared y, please? Nate, go ahead. Very good. Okay, so what he did there, excellent. So that's just the left-hand side. So what he did there was, that was a product rule and also a change. So what happened was 4x squared changed to be 8x. Okay, and then y just carried through. And then he took the derivative of y to be dy by dx. So the lesson that we had last week was just that the derivative of y was dy by dx. Thank you. Can someone else be brave and do the derivative of negative 3xy squared? Go ahead.
Negative 3y plus 6x dy over dxy.
Yeah, no, 3y squared plus minus 6xy dy by dx. Is that what you said? Is that right? And then that equals 0. Okay, let's just make sure that goes. Now again, we have to include the minus because like the whole thing's subtracting, right? So you know what I mean? You're subtracting twice there. Are we feeling sort of okay with what's happened there? Now it says to solve for dy by dx. Can someone remember from last week how you would solve for dy by dx here? Might be your student today, so you can raise your hand if you want for a change. How do we solve for dy by dx? Nate, you're on fire. Go. Good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to isolate dy by dx. I'm going to say 4x squared dy by dx minus 6xy dy by dx equals 3y squared minus 8xy. Okay. So what I did was I put all the dy's by dx's on the left and all of everything else on the right. Can someone other than Nate be brave, please, and tell me what happens next? Okay, so I'm going to say, very good. So I'm going to say dy by dx, 4x squared minus 6y equals 3y squared minus 8x. Whoa, goodness gracious. I just got to resync this right now. Okay, while I'm doing this, you should be solving for dy by dx, hopefully. Now, if you remember when we did this last week, the whole purpose was to be able to take the derivative of something with more than one variable. Okay, that was sort of the whole reason we came up with this. So I'm going to say dy by dx equals 3y squared minus 8xy all over 4x squared minus 6xy. And again, you can take out common factors if you want to. Nothing is going to cancel here, though. Okay, so you could write if you wanted to y bracket 3y minus 8x divided by 2x bracket 2x minus 3y, but nothing's going to cancel anything like that. So I think we're okay. Okay, mathematically, we're feeling okay with this? Okay, that's a yes. One emphatic yes. That's good. Okay. All right. Let's move on to this is 9. What was that? 7.5. This is from the homework sheet from last week. This is the homework. This was 7.5. Now I know you all did this question, so you should all have the answer here right now. Okay. But if you didn't, I'll write it on the board if you forgot which one that was. Today's our exam. Wednesday, Thursday. This is Wednesday the 13th. 2x squared plus 3x plus the square root of y equals negative y. All right. Now this question is wicked cool awesome. Okay, before you begin this this question, there's one thing that's really painful when I look at this. Can somebody tell me what the reason I'm intimidated by this question? What's scary to me? Square. How do you deal with the square root of y? How can I write that a little nicer? Square root. No. Y to the power 1/2. Okay, so I'm just going to rewrite that. This is an optional step. That's optionally, okay? All right. Can I get someone who's tremendously brave? Take a derivative of the entire left side with respect to x, please. Michael, go.
So 4x
Yeah.
plus 3
Yeah.
plus half
Yeah.
y to the negative 1/2
Good.
dy over dx.
Oh. Okay. Now, with that said, so let's just look at how he did that, and we'll deal with the right-hand side in a sec. So what he did was a chain rule. The 1/2 comes down to the coefficient. The positive 1/2 drops to negative 1/2, and then times the derivative of the bracket, which is the derivative of y, is just dy by dx. Okay, that's what that equals. What's the derivative of someone else on the right-hand side? What's the derivative of negative y going to be? Amy, go ahead. So this is looking good, but not yet great. Someone other than Michael and Amy, step to the front, please, and tell me what to do next. Actually, you can sit in your chair. Don't have to stand up. Actually, you can sit down. Go ahead.
Bring the 1/2 y in.
Good. So I'm going to call that 4x plus 3 equals negative dy by dx minus dy by dx times 1 over 2 root y. Can I do that instead? Okay, how did I get that? Let me explain, other than Michael and Amy and Nate. How did I get that? Go ahead.
Like the 1/2 is just like that 1/2,
Yeah.
and then the y on the bottom is because it's to the negative 1/2.
To the negative, right on. Okay, so this is looking sort of good, but not yet great. Someone new, please. And I'm going to get to pass around Spider-Man today. Well, maybe not, since Michael's here. He can finally answer a question. Can some of you new on this question here, other than Michael here, and anyone else has answered? What do we do next? Yeah, we're going to have to do negative or positive. It'll be the same. You want to do this all? All right, since you guys are all smarter than me, I'll go for that. Ben, since you're smarter than me, you want to factor a negative. What does that turn the bracket into? What's inside the bracket?
1 plus 1.
All right. Okay, someone else that's new. What's my final answer going to be then? Okay, I see you doing this? No? Yeah, just move the bracket over, okay? So I'm going to call it negative 4x minus 3 all over 1 plus 1 over 2 root y. And I'm sure you can, if you really want to, I don't know what answer the back of the book comes. Yes, you could like rationalize this if you want to. You know what I mean? To add them together and bring up the denominator and all that stuff. I don't know if we do that or not. Amy? Oh, there's no solution to it. I'm happy with that, right? But you could actually add these together and then rationalize it, okay? Now you can see this algebra is tricky. It's not, impossible, but you got to be awake when you're doing it, right? Like you have to be awake when it happens. All right. You ready for today? Michael, you're going to learn something new for the first time in 90 days today. Are you ready? Okay. Yay math. Yay math. Oh, come on. One yay math. That's good. Okay. I'm going to stop recording this. I told